He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he's back into second here safely.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Adam Eaton stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. That evens it up 1-1. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first down.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Juan Soto is the second out of the opening frame. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And the runner will score from second.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. On 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom. Half of the first. Swing and a little blooper to center. Turner onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Stepping in, Kevin Biggio. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike. Strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Michael Taylor. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. He's 1 for 2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Batting up.
So frustrating, D-Row. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
And they're runners at the corners now. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Right fielder, Adam.
Digging in, Adam Eaton. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
At the plate, Starlin Castro looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
In now, Travis Shaw. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Yeah. 0-1.
The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Guerrero aboard here at first with nobody out. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Runner at second here with one man out. And it's fouled away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, J-Oscar Hernandez.
He's set, and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Runner goes for third. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
The right fielder.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And up next, the University of Virginia product, Derek Fisher. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. And he's safe.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in a scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what...
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Comes set, the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Turner ranging into the outfield, and he makes the catch as just top of the third set to get underway. Coming to the plate now, Juan Soto.
Number 22, Juan Soto.
Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and it's gone as they add still another.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Victor Robles digging in now as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Base is empty here with nobody out. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. In now for Washington. Eric Thames. He reached on a single in his first try. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Into the corner and slicing foul. Popped him up. Shaw is over and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that means batting next will be the center fielder Michael A. Taylor, and that misses. Ball 1. 2-0 to the Nationals DH in this one.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that 2nd pitch.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. 1 run scores. And a 2nd run is across. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate. And a relay home. And he is in there. The tag, and he is out at 3rd. And with that, now at the plate, Og-benbone. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Into the box now, Kevin Biggio looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hit in the air out to left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at 2nd with a 1-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to 2nd. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
1 out and a runner on second base. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. That's by him for strike one.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And this is popped up near second base. Oh, and this drops in the infield. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Here now is Juan Soto. Into right field. That's a base hit. Castro ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Stepping in now, Victor Robles. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And no advance. It's ball 1. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Oh, and the throw sails. It's over his head. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Grichuk, a native Texan. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Rendell Grichuk goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball right back to the mound. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Eaton is under it. Oh, no, he totally missed it. Now he's safe at third, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Number 10.
Ready now, Reese McGuire. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. He's forced to settle for just